You may have heard of the TV show TLC Made titled Sister Wives that revolves around a man and his 4 wives and 18 children, which is currently running on its 13th season. Why is the American public so fascinated with this topic? What about this family grabs our attention? Why does the taboo of polygamy make for such great television? Today we are going to be analyzing polygamy versus monogamy in animal species to understand the evolution of monogamy in human sexual behavior. For our purposes, monogamy is defined as a system in which males and females mate and reproduce with only one partner. Polygamy, on the other hand, is defined as a system in which males and females typically mate and reproduce with more than one partner. Monogamy in humans has been reported to only be common in the last 1,000 years. Even today, there exist many societies in which polygamy is a typical practice. Why do the majority of humans practice monogamy as opposed to most of the animal kingdom which practices polygamy? What fitness benefits do monogamous animals have over those that are polygamous? There are many benefits to polygamy which contribute to its extreme popularity in the animal kingdom. Direct benefits of polygamy include increased resources, such as gifts from mates. It can also lead to protection against infanticide, or when a male kills young offspring of the same species in order for decreased competition. Mate choice also allows one to upgrade to the biggest and baddest of a species, increasing overall fitness and genetic variability of offspring. Additionally, multiple mates often reduce the risk of reproductive failure caused by mate infertility or poor genetic quality. One research study conducted by Homan examined the sexual behavior of bonobos, a mammal closely related to humans which are extremely promiscuous. Sexual behavior can be observed in both fertile and non-fertile females and in many different age, gender, and partner combinations. This extreme mating has many reproductive benefits such as exchange of food resources and enhanced social tolerance, allowing them to live peacefully. Many species will select mates based on their abilities to provide resources and obtain further resources for their offspring. Another study in 2000 analyzed the behavior of hanging flies. Female hanging flies will only mate with the male if he provides a sizable insect for her to eat. A larger insect means longer copulation times and more successful egg fertilization. Like most animals, humans were not always monogamous. Polygamy was the norm for hunter-gatherers who needed to share everything, including sexual partners, for survival and procreation. The sharing also came with increased protection, resources, and paternal care since all children were raised collectively. However, the change to agricultural societies with private estates started us on the path towards socially imposed monogamy.
There are many proposed causes for monogamy in the animal kingdom. Let's take a look at the Western Australian seahorse, part of a family that is known for its fathers carrying eggs in pouches before birthing. These organisms receive eggs from only one female per breeding season, and almost always, that female remains the same from season to season. Why stay with the same female between seasons? One study showed that on average, monogamous males had a 29% shorter time in between offspring births than polygamous males. These monogamous pairings can have greater lifetime reproductive success by remaining faithful. Other marine fish highlight another reason for monogamy. Some researchers hypothesize that monogamy is driven by the ability to share and secure resources. Among marine fishes, monogamy often occurs in joint feeding territories defended by male-female pairs than with males and females having separate territories. Having a partner in mating can mean having a partner in survival. This means double the capacity to watch for predators and competitors and double the food acquisition. Limited habitat is further involved in monogamy in the form of low mate availability. In the depths of the sea lives the anglerfish. Since coming across other individuals of the same species can be rare in the deep ocean, if you find a mate, hook onto them and don't let go. And this is exactly what male anglerfish do. The small male bites into her skin and literally fuses with her and receives all his nutrients from her. This way, he knows he has a mate and can reproduce.
Another case for reproducing with a single mate is that it reduces the transmission of sexually transmitted diseases. One study by McLeod and Day found that in cases where bacteria and viruses lead to death and do not affect reproduction, monogamy is more likely to evolve. Less sexual partners can lead to less of a chance to acquire an STD. Therefore, STDs can have strong selective ability for monogamous pairings in different species. One review by Bernard Chappé suggests that humans are monogamous due to an increase in male parental care. Furthermore, male-female parent pairings that resulted from monogamy helped with the division of labor for raising human children. Another thing to consider is the formation of extensive kinship networks as a consequence of monogamous mating, which can further promote offspring fitness.
To summarize, polygamy in the animal kingdom has its benefits in increased resources, decreased infanticide, increased survival of offspring, increased genetic variability of offspring, decreased risk of reproductive failure, and increased social bonds, some of which were seen in our bonobos and hanging fly examples. Monogamy also has benefits in the animal kingdom, including greater lifetime reproductive success as seen in seahorses, Sharing and securing resources for survival is seen in marine fish. Making use of limited mate availability is seen as the anglerfish, and reducing transmissions of STDs. The transition of human sexual behavior from polygamy to monogamy can be understood with these animal examples, but it is important to remember the framework in which we must view all this information. Humans aren't exactly focused on their direct fitness gains. Using protection and other forms of preventing unwanted birth goes against some of the biological goals of a species. Furthermore, the complexity of human society may be shaping human behaviors more than biology. Societal pressures and norms such as marriage must be taken into consideration when understanding what may be shaping these behaviors. Nonetheless, these insights gained from animal behavior can give us a lot to think about when focusing the scope on ourselves.